Hello, you're about to watch an episode of CaldWELL Made. In this video series, we will highlight the diverse industry in Caldwell County. We hope that the citizens here in Caldwell County have a strong sense of pride in the wonderful manufacturing history that we have, as well as all the wonderful technology that's being used in today's manufacturing. We'd also like to inspire the next generation of workforce to consider manufacturing and industry as a career. In Caldwell County, 27% of our workforce work to support manufacturing, while the state average is only 11%. In this series, we will work with a wide variety of industries in Caldwell County. Many of those names you'll know: Bernhardt, Automated Solutions, JBS, Macquarie Modern, Blue Ridge Energy, just to name a few. Please check out our website as well as Caldwell County's website to see all of our episodes. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the show.
FleetGenius is a compactor and container solutions company. It's a company that I founded a little over 4 years ago in Florida. We had 50 employees our first year. We've grown to over 700 employees in that short period of time. And we service the environmental services industry here in North America. And specifically, we help waste companies and waste generators to improve the processing of their waste and the movement of their waste, essentially to reduce cost. Generally speaking, what we offer our clients involves containers, which involves lots of people. So many of these locations, we do things such as plastic cart management for our clients. We deploy them for them, we repair them, we clean them, we manage their inventories, we manage warranty claims, and then also at end of life, we manage the recycling of plastic carts for them. We essentially do the same thing for steel containers, like front load containers. We do what's called rebranding. So if our clients, our waste companies, acquire another waste company, the target company's containers have to be painted to the acquirer's colors, and so we do that for them. We also offer services for compactors across the United States. Today, we are the only compactor manufacturer that owns our own facilities across the United States. Obviously, we manufacture new equipment here in Lenoir. We manufacture containers as well as compactors, and many of our clients need those, but we also service them nationwide. The way we approach the market is a little bit different, notwithstanding the fact that we manufacture the world's best compactors and containers right here in Lenoir. We also provide services, and so we recognize that our customers at any one point in time may not need a new piece of equipment. They may need some of our services. We meet with our clients and we discuss what their particular pain points are or what their particular needs are vis-a-vis containerization and compaction. It's a very good business model because it allows us then to, that customer may need just a service at one point and later down the line may be in the market for new. If it allows us to be part of the whole life cycle for that customer, not just to be a part when it's time for them to buy something. We kind of look at it as work with the customer, solve a problem for them, and it becomes very, very sticky. And then we just never leave. It's a very collaborative culture, so much so we spend significant resources in moving people on the regional levels to visit other facilities. I really think selfishly we get a lot out of it when someone from Lenoir, for example, visits our Madison, Wisconsin facility. That person does learn something, but they also teach something. There's just an exchange of ideas how things are done. And so it's a very invaluable thing. I look at our teams and our employees. Obviously, they come from the local community, and so that's a very, very important part of it. And the only way we will get our rapid growth is to continue to bring in more people and more team members to the company. And so the community relationship is very, very important to us. We've enjoyed participating in some of the events here in the community, and so we're a big sponsor here in Lenoir. But it's very important for us to continue to maintain and grow this relationship with the county and the community. When a compactor goes down, it's a mission critical thing. It's behind a supermarket, in a hospital. It's how many hours will it take you to fix it, not how many days. There is no national compactor service company. And so that's part of our vision as we continue to grow and make some of these acquisitions is to be the Maytag of compactors. And it's become so much more important because many of our clientele, whether it's waste management or some of the national chains, Lowe's, Home Depot, Publix, they've become so large that for them today to have each local store call a local guy to find somebody doesn't work. There really is three basic tenets of our culture which are really, really key and that pervades throughout the organization. It's safety, service, and teamwork. From our perspective, we cannot grow a business unless people go home safe every night. And so safety is the critical bedrock of everything that we do. And as we've grown this business, safety has become a minimum entry requirement to do business with any of the waste companies in the United States. And so that's become something very, very important to us. And so we spent significant resources on training on safety. All the managers are required on a weekly basis to participate in the call about what happened, what can be improved, what can we learn from there, and what kind of coaching we can give to the rest of the teams.
I love being able to make sure that people are safe. I worked for companies before FleetGenius that were in manufacturing, and they did not have the same safety standards, and it makes a difference. It makes a difference in the morale of your team, but it also makes a difference, at the end of the day when people are going home or when people have injuries.
When I first came here, it was BWE, and they wasn't real strict on safety. When FleetGenius took over, they just started hammering everybody in a good way, to make sure everybody's safe. It's a good thing. Wear your glasses, wear your Met guards, wear everything to keep you safe, and it's worked out. I mean, I don't know the statistics, but I feel like everybody's been a lot safer in the last year than they was prior.
It is a big thing here. We talk about it every morning in the meetings. So you don't get hurt and you go home, see your family. We try to be as safe as possible. You don't want to walk around the corner and get hurt or something.
I want people to be safe because they want to be safe. And when our safety director was here a few weeks ago, someone had brought up, would you let your niece do this? Or would you let, if you saw your girlfriend here or your husband, would you let them, be on the floor doing this if you know it's not safe? Why are you doing it? That really got into my head, and I was like, that's such a great angle because it's true. Why not treat yourself with the same love that you treat everybody else with?
I know about everybody here, so when I walk in, I'm always joking, laughing. Everybody I know is pretty well knitted in here. My brother's a supervisor, so he's here, and a lot of people know my family. So for me, it's fun, and everybody's pretty close.
Feels like home here. They treat me nice, they treat everybody nice here, everybody gets along. Yeah, it's a really great place to work.
Just everybody here. I love all my coworkers. We have such an amazing team. I love coming into work every day and just being able to support people. We definitely have a feeling of family. There's a lot of people that have worked here 15 years, especially like in our sales force and on our manufacturing floor. We have a lot of longevity here, and I think that says a lot too. I'm really passionate about this company. The company has been really good to me personally, but I've also seen where, as a company, we've gone above and beyond for other people as well. I think it's a great place to work because of the people. We have a solid leadership team, and that just informs everybody underneath us, like the trickle-down effect as far as treating team members with understanding and compassion and support. That's there. We want to support people, and we want to see all of our team members succeed. If you look at our demographics as a company, we have a lot of women in roles that are traditionally or have traditionally been filled by men, and I think it's wonderful. I think it breaks stereotypes, but also it brings a different energy to a company. For instance, the way we interact socially with each other, you have a lot of men out here and they've been welders or they've been fabricators, for years and years, and it was before maybe women started entering the workforce as much. So I think it's good for them to see that as well. I've never been treated disrespectfully. I've never had anyone question my abilities.
Above all, we got to have fun.
My favorite thing about FleetGenius is that this company really cares about its employees. Andreas loves to have fun, so we do things for the employees. We have family fun day, like we rented out Bose the past 2 years, and it's a great Saturday. Everybody gets to hang out and spend time together. It's little things like that kind of team building activities that really help us grow together and connect.
When we look at folks, look at the people that have really succeeded throughout the organization, is a desire. It's really desire to have some fun. And at the end of the day, I always say, you spend so many hours, a good part of your working life at your job, and it ought to be fun. And when it stops being fun, it's time to leave, or maybe it's not the right place for you. Because when you're having fun, that means you're safe, that means you're providing your customer service, or business is good, and you're working well with your team members.
Like Andrea said, it's fun. Everybody there is smiling, everybody's happy. Yeah, it's just fun.
Apprentice is a position that allows a student to actually work and go to school at the same time.
We have the Caldwell County Community College just down the street, where several of our leaders in the company have come from. It's just been tremendous, that partnership, and many of the apprentices have come through that program. To have that resource and that warmth and inviting has been tremendous for us. There are training courses at the college that are very relevant to what we do, whether it's welding or mechatronics, which is exactly what a compactor is, electronics, hydraulics, and it's been very pleasing from that perspective.
FleetGenius is a great partner. We partner in a lot of different ways, mainly welding, as well as our mechatronics program. And that's a good example of how an apprenticeship would work, in that the positions that they have require an individual to have a skill set. Individuals may come in without those skill sets. They would need to be trained, and apprenticeships is a way of doing that they can go to school, receive training in the occupation, as well as work at the same time. The beauty of the thing is that you can begin those while you're in high school. Oftentimes, manufacturers like FleetGenius will not allow you to start until you're 18, but you can get started on your career pathway before then. In high school, you can begin what we call pre-apprenticeships. These pre-apprenticeships would, for example, in welding, you would take welding classes while you're in high school. And once you come out of high school, if you sign on as an apprentice within 120 days from graduating, then you qualify for free tuition for the remainder of the program that you're in. For example, if it's welding, you can get a 2-year degree in welding, or a 2-year degree in the mechatronics program. But at the same time, you're also making money and doing so, and so that's the beauty of it. In high school, you can begin taking college classes under our Career and College Promise programs. And so if you begin welding, we can register you at the same time. And we try to reach out to these classes that we can register as pre-apprentices and let them know that this is an option for them at no cost. It kind of overcomes all those financial barriers that may be out there for students. And it sure does help the parents out a whole lot. It's a good way of exploring occupations to see if this is something you really want to do. A lot of times we get an ideal in our head of what we want to do when we graduate, to only get into those careers and find out, hey, this is not what I thought, this is not what I want to do. And so it's a good way to explore that and see, is this something that I really want to do as a career? You are a full-time student in most cases. It's going to be 1 or 2 classes at least that you're taking, and to be able to balance that and a job sometimes can be a challenge. But if it's something that you really want to do, the rewards are great. We have multiple here in Caldwell County and Watauga. We have apprenticeship programs with MMI Textiles, for one. They are very unique in the way that they also accept high school students. We have some in machining, as well as we're working on a healthcare one right now. We're looking at multiple healthcare options. Early childhood is big. We know that that's a problem in multiple counties across the state and in fact nationally. Have enough child care workers. So we have several child care facilities in Watauga, as well as here in Caldwell County, that we're working with to apprentice child care workers. We're working on some programs for school teachers. The college, in my opinion, is the solution to our workforce needs. And to be able to match those two together and work together on identifying individuals, putting them on the path to gain the skills that they need. They're willing to be flexible and work with those individuals and bring them on. Follow your dreams, follow your passion. You know, I've always said that the most successful people is the people that are doing what they love to do. That's where success is. It's not in your paycheck. It's not in how much money you make or the position you may hold. If you're doing what you love to do, then you're going to be successful. You know, a lot of times I think adults, we're afraid of school. We remember the horrors of high school or whatever, you know, and we don't understand, though, if it's something that you love to do, that it makes it a whole lot easier to do. It's a whole new experience than what you may remember it being. Apprenticeships is someone that you bring on as a full-time employee. So they come in with full benefits. You know, you pay them just like you would any other employee. You have the ability to hire, fire just like you would anybody else. We also have what's called work-based learning, which is usually tied to a program. These are individuals that come into your workplace that it's on a temporary basis. So you can pay or you not pay. They're not really considered an employee, but they're there to job shadow, or they're there to obtain learning objectives. So they might be working on a project for you, or they may be doing other things, but it's a way for them to take the skills that they're learning in the classroom and apply them in the real world. And so it's a good way for a company to bring students into your workplace. They get to see you at work and see how your company is and the culture that's there, but at the same time, you get to see the students. And so oftentimes, WBL students end up, you know, getting job offers. But we love to work with companies, you know, to identify what it is that you feel is missing in your workplace and help you to gain the training that you may need, the individuals that you may need to make you more successful as a company. You know, if you're successful as a company, then it's going to help our county, it's going to help our state, and it's going to help our college and our local amenities that we have here. We do have a website on the college website that they can go to under apprentices, and you can read information about that and a list of apprenticeship opportunities that we have. If you're a student, if you're an employee and you are not working with a college, then you're really missing out on a lot of resources that's there to that. And you know, there's many different ways, many different programs that we can offer to you and help you as both an employer and a student.
I've been an apprentice for 7 months. Well, I actually started welding in 11th grade, and I just got out of high school, and FleetGenius said that they wanted some people from the college, and I was like, hey, I didn't. I finished most of mine in 12th grade, and this is my last year, and I'll become an associate welder in May. FleetGenius also works really great with my schedule. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays I have school, and they let me leave early. It's just a really good experience in workforce. You get a lot of field experience. We get guaranteed raises, guaranteed bonuses, and they also pay for our school.
Learn as much as possible. Take the opportunity to learn everything. Just take it and run with it. They do promote from within, and I've seen people come into it's. I think they take whoever's best for the job. Either I can move up in the company, or I can take what I've learned and go somewhere else where I think there's more opportunity. So I think it's a win-win here. If you come to not like it here, you can always move. You can always use your skills that you've learned here somewhere else. So start early. Learn everything you can. Just learn everything. Let it sink in. When you come in here, don't try to rush and try to be fast like everybody else. Just your trainer is there to help you learn in a safe manner. So take your time. And if you're going too slow, then that's on the trainer's fault. Everybody's welcome. Come on, enjoy it. You know, have a smile when you come in. Be polite. Everybody's family here.
No, but I will say stay in school. That helps a lot. Finish school, and if you're going to college and you think about it, it's probably the best thing for you because you learn a lot. Mm-hmm. I learned a lot of things that I didn't, know about welding in college, so it helped.
Do it. It's amazing. A good experience.
I would just say go for it. You never know until you try. I couldn't have even imagined myself being in this position like 3 years ago. When I was in school, I had no idea where I was going to end up. I just thought I was going to be the best welder I could be. I would say to anybody that's thinking about going back to school, it is never too late. I was in my 30s when I made the change, and I did a complete turnaround with my life and reinvented myself. Always worthwhile. You never know where your path might take you. You might go back to school thinking you want to do one thing, and then along the way discover a passion for something in another direction, and that's great. That's never stop learning.
Well, for a high school student, I would say get started early. Take advantage of those high school years. In high school, and it's a lot different than it was when I was there, and you can be a little bit more flexible with your class schedule. Take advantage of Caldwell Community College and the classes they have to offer. Explore occupations, explore those jobs that you feel like that you may want to go into. It's time then to make those decisions. And that way you're better prepared when you come out of high school to go into those occupations that you choose. If it be, here with FleetGenius, or if it be healthcare, or it could be many, many other opportunities that we have here in Caldwell County in pharmaceuticals, and make a very good living in doing so.
It's a great place to work. We enjoy coming to work and making a difference every single day.